Hi, Mai-san. Thank you for your time today. I have 9 questions to ask you. Thank you for your time again. So first, could you tell me about a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so สวัสดีค่ะ everyone. So my name is Sasikan Sithasang, or you can call me Mai. I am from Thailand, and now I am a doctoral course student in analytical chemistry at Okayama University under the supervision of Professor Takashi Kaneta.
So I just wonder why you decided to study in Japan because there are many good universities in Thailand as well.
Yeah, there are many good universities in Thailand, of course, and the reason why I come here because of Professor Kaneta. He is the expert of the field that I'm interested in, which is a paper-based device, and then I want to learn from him. And also, Japan is a safe country, has good food, good place, good environment, which is very interesting for me, and I want to explore Japan during I'm living here.
Okay, now you are studying at Okayama University and got a scholarship. Could you tell us how did you make a research on and find Okayama University and scholarship, please?
So how can I find a scholarship is because of one of my senior who has been here as a visiting student. He has introduced Professor Kaneta to me, and then he said that Professor Kaneta has a recruitment of max scholarship in the term of university recommendation. So I submit all the document to him, and now I'm here because of Professor Kaneta.
I see.
Yeah, but for my research, now I am developing a photometric detection device, which is now is my third generation. This device is used for monitoring the absorption of the color compound. So my first generation is like cannot movable. Now second generation is movable but can detect only one color compound, and my third generation is not only movable but also they can detect two color compound at the same time. Yeah, that is my research project.
Okay, sounds very complicated.
Yes.
Okay, I'm curious about your seminar. Could you tell me about the seminar?
Okay, so we have a seminar every week on Thursday. So one of each student, they will introduce the research that they interested in, like, and then from the seminar we can learn new word, new technique, or like new term which is we maybe already forget, or we have learned like we have got the new idea from that seminar, and then we can develop as our own project.
So what was today's seminar about?
Today's seminar is about the test strip to detect COVID-19, which is very up-to-date issue now and very important now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then the test is very fast and reasonable when compared with PCR test. Yeah.
So what did you present during your last presentation?
Last presentation, I present about they do experiment on the paper, and then from that paper can tell you whether you are healthy or you are not healthy. Yeah.
Sounds interesting. So how's your student life in Okayama? How do you spend your weekends? Or just tell me one of your best experience in Japan.
Okay, so my best experience is about my professor. You may think like come here to study PhD course if you get stressful or under pressure, but for me it's very opposite because I have Professor Kaneta, which is very kind and then support me, and I learn a lot from him, and then we sometimes go to hang out together. He take me to many places like beach, chalet, amusement park, or food garden, and importantly that he always bring me a seasonal fruit to let me taste, like peach, corn, grape, which is I very enjoy here.
Okay, then what do you do during weekends?
Uh, During weekend, I normally go to have a good food, like try new thing or go to cafe with my friends. Yeah, and like enjoy Japanese desserts, which is many beautiful and delicious dessert here.
So do you have many Japanese friends?
Yeah, I have many Japanese friends, especially I got from like friend of my lab mate. Yeah.
So how do you communicate with your Japanese friend, in Japanese or in English?
Mainly is English, of course, because I cannot speak Japanese well. But sometimes I put Japanese word that I know. So sometimes they say, oh, you are talking in Japanese or you are talking in English? I'm a bit confused. Yeah, like mix both language together.
Okay, thank you. So next question is, what's your plan after graduation?
Uh, I plan to go back to Thailand to be a professor in a public university, and if I don't have a position in university in Thailand, I may find like postdoc position in Japan or other country. But of course, I will continue to collaborate with Professor Kanita to create our work. And if I can be a professor in Thailand, I will send my student here to work and learn from him. Yes.
Sounds good. So this is the last question. Could you give some advice or message to students who wish to study in Japan?
Okay, so for a student who want to come here but you don't have big budget, you can apply for Max Scholarship, because Max Scholarship is one of the best scholarship in Japan. And there are two types of Max Scholarship. One is embassy recommendation, another one is university recommendation. For embassy recommendation, you can find more information from each country, each embassy website of your country. For the university recommendation, you can find from university webpage, or you send an email to the professor that you want to study with. They may have the information, or they may have some quota to apply this scholarship for you. For another student who have budget enough to come here first, by your own budget, you can come first and then register as a student here, and then you will have more chance to get a scholarship, not only Max Scholarship but another scholarship too. And lastly, if you're not successful to apply in a scholarship, you can also do part-time job here to support your living life. And okay, one more thing. If you want to come here but you worry about your Japanese language skill, so don't worry. Okayama University, and I'm sure that another university will have a basic Japanese course to teach you how to speak, how to read in Japanese. But if you are not successful to study Japanese and you cannot speak, you cannot read, don't worry, because I am the one who cannot speak and read Japanese, but I can survive here happily. So I hope to see you guys here very soon. Good luck.
Thank you so much for your fantastic message and advice. I think it's better if you speak in Pasa Thai.
Okay. So สวัสดีค่ะทุกคนพี่อยากจะแนะนำน้องๆว่าถ้าน้องๆอยากจะมาเรียนที่ญี่ปุ่นนะคะ มันก็จะมีทุน Max ซึ่งเป็นทุนที่คอยซัพพอร์ตเราในขณะที่เรียนที่นี่นะคะมันจะมี2ประเภทก็คือแบบสถานทูตแนะนำกับแบบสมัครผ่านทางมหาลัยหรือที่เรียกว่า University Recommendation นะคะสำหรับสถานทูตแนะนำเนี่ยน้องๆก็เข้าไปดูที่เว็บไซต์ของสถานทูตญี่ปุ่นประจำประเทศไทยได้เขาก็จะมีข้อมูลบอกมาเป็นช่วงๆก็คือมีทุกปีอะค่ะน้องๆต้องคอยอัปเดตข้อมูลแล้วก็สำหรับถ้าจะสมัครแบบUniversity แนะนำก็น้องๆส่ง อีเมลมาหาโปรเฟสเซอร์ที่น้องๆอยากเรียนด้วยแล้วก็แนบ CV มาให้โปรเฟสเซอร์หน่อยในการพิจารณาตัวน้องๆนะคะโปรเฟสเซอร์อาจจะมีโควต้าหรืออาจจะมีทุนอื่นๆที่น่าสนใจแนะนำให้น้องๆมาเรียนที่นี่โดยที่ไม่ต้องเสียตังค์เองค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณมากครับ thank you ไมซัง